Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making a baby blanket, a baby Afghan blanket, and I'll be making this blanket with using the stitch called the bead stitch. And for this project, I will start with a base chain of 82 chains. See, I've already crocheted my length of chain. I'll be using the Bernat Baby Sport yarn. Bernat Baby Sport yarn. This is what it looks like. It's a variegated crochet cord, very soft. I have a yarn needle to tie in all my loose ends at the end of the project. I also have scissors, and I'm using a 4mm size crochet hook. Now, as I said before, I've already made my base chain of 82 chains, and I'll be starting in the 4th chain from the hook. So I'll begin, make a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So we'll count in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make a double crochet. And now around this double crochet post, we're gonna walk as if we are making 3 double crochet around that post, but each time we yarn over and we pull through, we're gonna hold all those stitches on the hook. That's 3 we have there. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Once more. You should have 2, 4, 6, 7 stitches on the hook. Yarn over, you pull through all the stitches, and you chain 1. Our first bead stitch is made. Chain 1, we skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and around this double crochet post again, we're going to make our bead stitch. Going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up all the loops, hold them on your hook. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to yarn over, pull through all the loops, pull through that loop, through all the loops on the hook. I'm going to make 1 chain. We've made 2 bead stitches. We're going to skip 1 chain again, double crochet in the next stitch, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and around this double crochet post again, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, hold all the loops on the hook. We're going to do it 2 more times. Gonna yarn over, gonna pull through all the loops on the hook, chain 1. We're gonna repeat this until we come to the end of our chain, and I'll meet you back to show you how I'll turn for the other row. Now this is what the pattern will be like throughout, making our beaded stitches. So I'll meet you back when I've reached the end of this chain strip. Okay, I've reached to the end of my chain, so I have 2 more chains remaining. So what I'll do, I'll just make a double crochet in the last chain, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. Now these are what the bead stitches are looking like. It's the first row. Now we'll continue on with the second row after we chain 3 and we turn, and we're gonna make a bead stitch between the space of these 2 bead stitch of the previous row. So we're gonna make a double crochet between those 2 beaded stitch on the first row, and around this double crochet post we're gonna make 3 double crochet, but we're gonna hold all the stitches on our hook as we did before for a beaded stitch. One more. Insert your hook, pull through all the loops, chain 1. That's what it's looking like. It's just between the 2 beaded stitches. You're gonna double crochet between between the space between these 2 beaded stitches. And around this double crochet we're gonna yarn over, insert our hook, pull up the loop, hold the loops on the hook 2 more times, yarn over, pull through all the loops, chain 1. This is what you're gonna have thus far. So we're gonna continue on until we reach the end of this chain. I'm gonna go all the way across, and when you reach the end, we're gonna make our last bead stitch in this space, and we're gonna chain 3. We're gonna make a double crochet in the top of this chain 3 turning stitch. We're gonna make a crochet of 3 chains again, and we're gonna turn our work. Okay, I've come to the end of row number 2, so I'll make a double crochet in the 3rd of that beginning chain 3, then we'll chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work around to continue on row number 3. This is what we've got. So now we're going to make a beaded stitch in between the space of these 2 beaded stitches, right in this space. Make a double crochet. Now we're gonna yarn over. I'll do that 3 times, 2 more times. 2, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook, double crochet. Now this is the beginning of our row number 3. This is what it's looking like. We're gonna continue on in this pattern for as long as you would like to have your blanket. I'll have the written instructions in the description box below. So I'll meet you back when I've completed the many rows that I require for the length of my blanket. Hi, I've now completed this baby blanket, and I've made 30 rows of the bead stitches. It's looking real pretty, and I went ahead and I made an edging all around the blanket in single crochet, and in each corner, for easy turning, I put 3 single crochet in each corner stitch on every row. You what the crab stitch looks like. I've now completed the edging for my blanket. So now the last row, we're gonna put we're gonna use the crab stitch to finish off this blanket. So instead of walking forward in this way, we're gonna be walking backwards with the crab stitch or the backward single crochet. So I've chain 1, I'm going to single crochet in the same space, and now to make the crab stitch, we're going to turn our hook and insert it in the stitch, and we're going to bring up the loop. We're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through. We're going to do that once again. Turn your hook, insert it in the next stitch, go up and pull through the loop, yarn over and pull through. You can see the stitches already starting to form. Let's do that again. We're going to turn our hook, insert it into the stitch, pick up our thread from behind, come up, yarn over and pull through. Another stitch has been made. Let me do that once more. You're gonna turn your hook, insert it in the stitch, gonna pick up the loop from behind, yarn over and pull through. Let me make the last one for you before I go off camera. We're going to insert the hook in stitch, go around, pull up the loop, insert your hook, pull through your loop, and this is what we call the crab stitch or the backward single crochet. It's a very nice stitch. It's very good for edgings. I hope you were inspired by this project, and I hope you'll give this blanket a try. And I'll have a picture at the end to show you exactly how it looks. It's very gorgeous. So I'll continue my edging with the crab stitch, and I'll come back when I'm completed. I've now completed my edging using the crab stitch, and I've come to the end, and what I did, I just made a slip stitch in the bottom of the beginning chain 1 that you made before you made the first crab stitch, and that will allow for a smooth look rather than having a big bump at the end.